My name is Song Wichat. I am a teacher of English at NGS Preah Sisowath. Welcome back to English class. In this video, you will learn one lesson from Unit 11, Seeing is Believing on page 117. The lesson that we are going through together, it is from grammar, linking words, expressing attitude. First of all, before we start the lesson, let's look at the learning objective. By the end of the class, hopefully you all will be better able to examine words expressing attitude in speaking and writing properly. Second of all, hopefully you all will be better able to differentiate linking word expressing attitude appropriately. Last but not least, hopefully you all will be better able to practice talking with peers about words expressing attitude appropriately. So now let's look at the first slide. As you know that adverb of attitude or adverb of attitude, normally it expresses the speaker attitude towards an action, and they are generally used to refer to the whole sentence, not to small phrase or word. As you can see example, we have a number of adverbs or linking words here. We have in fact, actually, of course, naturally, fortunately, unfortunately, nevertheless, and anyway. So we have a number of adverbs of attitude here, but how do we use them? And do you think what is the meaning in each adverb? So without further ado, let's figure it out all together. The first one, I have one question for you. Do you think how do we use linking words in the sentence? As you can see in this situation, we have frankly, I feel tired, so I don't want to come with you. Doctor healed the wounds of the patient fortunately. He simply didn't want to make it happen. You have 30 seconds to figure out how do we use linking words in the sentence. If you look at the red ink words like friendly, fortunately, and simply. So, to the best of your knowledge, do you think how do we use it and like how do we put it in the statement? As you can see in the situation, like friendly, or I feel tired, so I don't want to come with you. Doctor healed the wound of the patient fortunately. He simply didn't want to make it happen. So, as you can see, the adverb of attitude here, like friendly, fortunately, and simply, we can say that we use adverb or attitude adverb to give information about speaker feelings about a situation being described. And the place, we normally put adverb or attitude adverb or adverb of attitude at the beginning of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, or before the verb. As you can see here, we start from the first one. Honestly, I don't think he will win the competition. So here, honestly, we put it at the beginning of the sentence, and when we say honestly, meaning that the speaker want to put emphasis, like to stress on his or her opinion about a situation. So honestly, I don't think he will win the competition. Another one, she won the competition surprisingly. As you can see, surprisingly is used at the end of the sentence. And when we use surprisingly, meaning that we express a feeling of surprise because of the action that he or she did not expect. Another one, he will clearly win the competition. So here, clearly is used before main verb win, but it used it after modal auxiliary verb will. Again, he will clearly win. So we use clearly before the main verb win, but after the modal auxiliary verb will. And clearly here we express, or we are trying to say that we express our confidence about the situation, like we surely or clearly. Here, look at another one. We have in fact or actually. For in fact or actually, it indicates that what you are saying is a surprise to you, or is the opposite of what might be imagined or introduced. The opposite respond to what someone wanna expect. For example, I thought I didn't like dance, so but actually or in fact I quite enjoy it. Meaning that at first you think that you did not like the show, but when you say actually, meaning that it's opposite to what you have just thought, you actually like it. So you may use in fact or actually. The second one, of course or naturally. So of course or naturally meaning that we try to pinpoint or so that it is obvious. As you can see in the example, I can't believe that you doubted me. Of course or naturally, I remember to bring your bag with me. So here, it's obvious that you bring your bag with you. Fortunately, unfortunately. So fortunately or unfortunately, we are trying to say or what I am going to say is or isn't good news. So fortunately, it's good news, and unfortunately, it's not a good news. As you can see in the example, unfortunately, I didn't have my credit card with me, or else I would have bought it. Or you may say, I unfortunately didn't, or I didn't have my credit card with me, or else I would have bought it, unfortunately. So you can put it at the beginning of the sentence, or after the main verb, or at the end of the statement. Next one, we have nevertheless. For nevertheless, what we mean is that I am going to tell you that about a result or effect, which is unexpected. For example, the accident wasn't her fault, nevertheless, she felt terrible. Meaning that she did not expect that she had an accident, and that accident, it actually was not her fault. Next, we have anyway. For anyway, when we use it, we refer to the moment when we mark a shift away from a topic, like you try to move from one topic to another topic. For example, it sold out anyway, I didn't want to go. Meaning that it already sold out, so another topic I did not want to go anyway. Okay, so at the moment we talk about adverb of attitude, and right now to check your understanding, let's have one practice all together. And in this practice, there are 4 items. What I want you to do is to complete the sentences with the following word. We have accordingly, besides, consequently, and finally. You have 30 seconds to complete all these adverbs in the statement or the sentences. We have accordingly, beside, consequently, and finally. Let's see how do we put it. Like number 1, Susan is on intern and she's paid. I really want to go to the party and it's close to my house. After years of argument, Tim and Tana, and the price of the real estate has gone up. So the answer is number 1. Susan is an intern and she's paid accordingly. So accordingly means based on her experience, so she paid accordingly. The second one, I really want to go to the party and besides it's close to my house. Yes, another way, it's close to my house. After years of arguing, Tim and Tina finally got divorced. So finally meaning that they come to an end, and the price of real estate has gone up. Consequently, as a result, people have moved outside the city. Since the price has gone up, as a result, people move outside the city. Another one, in this case, what I want you to do is to rewrite the sentences. You think the connector in parentheses make the necessary changes. So as you can see, we have but in spite of and in addition, and you have 30 seconds to connect these two statements using but, in spite of, and in addition. So let's figure out how do we use but, how do we use in spite of, and how do we use in addition. You have 30 seconds. So number one is about apologize several times. Paul wouldn't speak to her. Another one, we decided to walk even though it was raining. And number three, Roger worked very hard to help his parents. He's also a good student. So for the word but, we use it to link two ideas with its opposite or contradict to one another. As you can see, Isabel apologized several times, but Paul wouldn't speak to her. Number two, we decided to walk in spite of the rain. Normally, in spite of, we use it with noun. And number three, Roger worked very hard to help his parents. In addition to add ideas, he's also a good student. Okay, hopefully you have the correct answer with the answer key here. And this is also the end of our lesson, linking word with express aptitude. I hope you enjoyed today's session and you get the most from the lesson as well. For further practice, you can do it in the worksheet of the video. And in case you have questions, when we come back to class, you can raise up your question and we can have further discussion as well. Thank you everyone for your participation and attention in watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye. ជម្រាបលា